Hello, hello. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Danielle and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. I have something that's really been stirring in my heart and I want to talk to you about it today. And that is how to know what you're meant to do on this earth. What passions should you really be pursuing right now? And then I'm going to give you 5 steps, 5 surefire steps to make sure that you're moving forward in every single area that God would have for you. So first off, I want to say, yes, I did say God. I believe that in Psalms 37:4, it says, delight yourself in the Lord and He will give you the desires of your heart. Now, we live in such a self-centered society, and we have taken that to mean that if I pray every once in a while, like I pray once a year or whatever, that God will then do what I ask of Him. And that's really not necessarily true. What that scripture means is that when you are intimate with God, when you seek God with all of your heart, when you trust Him and you say, hey, God is my creator, He has the best plan for my life, He will give you the desires of your heart, and then He is certain to fulfill every single one of those desires, which it also says in Proverbs. So today, I want to talk to you about how do you know what your purpose is? How do you know exactly what you are here for? When I was a kid, my sisters and I used to always dance and play together. We'd play restaurant, we'd play school, we would play singing. And one of the things that we ended up doing is being a singing group. We practiced it all the time. We did it for fun. And so we ended up becoming known worldwide for being singers. The group was Out of Eden. I'll put up a video or something so you can see a little bit of that. So we did that from our early teens all the way, until we retired 13 years later. One of the things we liked to play was Barbies. And I have a sister who, her Barbie was this awesome mom and wife, and she was in the medical profession. She loved to take care of her kids. And so this sister of mine actually ended up getting married and very young. She has 2 kids and then another one who was a little bit of a surprise later in life. And they are so happy and she's doing great. So what she desired to do as a kid, she has fulfilled. She's also a specialty nurse, I should mention that, in the NICU unit. So then we have my other sister. Now, my sister Lisa, she's the one who was always like, guys, we gotta sing, we gotta practice. I mean, from when she was I'd say 9 years old, she was forcing us, and I do mean forcing us, to do harmonies and to practice our little dance moves and things like that. And this sister is still in music. She has a record that's probably going to come out sometime early next year. I'm so proud of her. But do you know what I was doing? I was always busy making a new business. I wanted to do a new business from the time I was 5 years old. And yes, I was already singing, but my passion was really to get out there and create a business that I could tell the market about and then market it and make money. These are the things that I've always loved. I also love to practice preaching. So we would get out preaching magazines that were a thing in the 80s. Okay, it was a thing. And we would just go through and we would preach these messages. And I loved it. And to this day, I love preaching. Here's a little clip of me.
One thing that I know is that we don't walk by our feelings. Those are examples of how we feel in the in-between. But the beauty of this walk with Jesus, and this isn't going to sound like beauty, but it is, He is very comfortable in our discomfort. Why is that? We're like, God, get me out of here. Rescue me. Do something. Jesus, you said when I call on your name, you come. Where are you? What's happening? Move me out of this really uncomfortable place, please. And He's just like, love you. Wait on me, girl. I got you. We're
Okay. So now that you've seen that, I think you might know where I'm going with this. I want you to think about the things that really make you happy. Not the learned traits, not the, well, I'm a mom, so I have to's, not the, well, I got to take care of my family because my wife, I'm a man, my wife counts on me, and so I got to do this and I got to do that. Not the gotta do's, not the should do's. What sparks joy in you? What fuels your passion? And what fueled your passion even as a child? Sometimes we have to really get back to that place to understand, what desire did God put in my heart in the first place that I could really succeed in, and I could take territory in, and I can grow in? So the first thing we want to do is we want to get clarity, okay? Now, that doesn't mean that you only have one purpose on this earth. There are many things that we'll do in our lifetime. You can build multiple businesses. You can have multiple ministries. You can work a job and have a side hustle. You can have all the children that your body will produce, okay? You can go to school and be a scholar. You can be a professional. You can be a doctor. You can go to politics and win power the right way and make real changes in our country. You can be an activist. If you have a passion for social justice or a nonprofit, you can do it, and you can do it all. But I want to encourage you guys, don't try to build every single thing at the same time. What you want to do is you want to have areas of real focus where you say, okay, right now in this season of my life, right where I am, I have the capacity, the push capacity. So that means not in your comfort level, but a little past your comfort. When you push yourself, what capacity do you have to do in this season? So that's where I want you to focus your energy on. What are one, maybe two, if you're at a point in life where you have a ton of energy and you can just go, go, go. What are two primary things that you want to build right now? You're passionate about them. Putting in extra hours feels like a joy for these things instead of a burden. What are those things? So once you've identified that, I want you to silence every lie and limiting belief. So all of us have heard things in our life that we have adopted as truth that is not true. All of us have areas where we become insecure, or we begin to have fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of success, fear of being alienated, fear of loneliness, whatever these fears may be, that speak sometimes louder to us than the desire to go and get it. For a lot of this, it may mean, well, if I'm a parent and I step out and I put some extra time in, that's going to really detract from my family, and then I'm going to have mom guilt, and I'm not going to be a good parent, or dad guilt, whoever you are watching this video, you are included in that. For some, it may be, well, what if I try really hard and I don't succeed? What if that means I'm no good, and I, like, all my feelings of rejection and failure, all those things are really true. I'm really not good enough. That's a big fear for a lot of us, not being enough. And we even high achievers, which I would consider myself one of those, like, I desire to achieve, I desire to go out and get it. But even me, sometimes it's like, well, if I fail, will it prove that I, in fact, am not good enough? Here's another lie that I hear a lot of people share, and that is, it's too late. It's just at this point in my life is what it is, I'm too old, it's never gonna happen. These are all lies. These are all things that you need to confront and silence. And I, love the Word of God, because there are truths and declarations that we can make that absolutely say who you truly are. We actually have, my friend Danielle Wingate and I have a focus group this summer, and for those that sign up for this, we're giving out free declarations. They are things that you can say every single day over yourself to combat these lies with truth. Because, these lies that you're hearing, they are to be silenced. They are not to be believed and to be followed. So the next one, You want to take that big goal that you have and you want to break it into bite-sized pieces. So what you want to do, if you have a 5-year goal, then you want to spend some time really putting pen to paper and break that 5-year goal down into a 1-year goal, then into quarterly goals, and then into monthly or weekly goals. And then that way, what was like this huge thing, now that you have it into bite-sized pieces, it's not going to be terrifying. It's going to be something you can take action on. Which brings me to my next point. Take daily action. You're not too busy, okay? You are not too busy to take daily action. You are not too tired, okay? If you're too tired, get in a workout regimen. It will give you more energy. You are not too busy to work out either, okay? Some of you all's big goals may be your fitness, all right? So whatever it is, you want to take that big goal, you want to break it down, and then you want to take daily action. So let's talk about fitness. Let's say you have a fitness goal. Then your daily action is to get a food tracker so that you can see how many calories you're consuming. And then you want to get a fitness tracker. Maybe it's the same app, whatever. Maybe it's your Apple Health, whatever, however you want to do it. But you want to make sure that you are putting aside time every day to get on your sweat, to burn your calories, right? If it's strength training, to do your push-ups. I did mine today. It was terrible, but I did it. You know what I mean? Because my goal right now is carved out shoulders. So whatever that goal is, you want to take daily action. We spend so much time scrolling through social media. We spend so much time, watching the TV or just sitting around doing whatever, trying to pump ourselves up for the day. You don't have to do all that pumping yourself up for the day. Girl, get up and get yourself going, okay? All of us, whether we're stay-at-home parents, whether we are working a job, maybe even 2 jobs, we all have the ability to take a little bit of time every single day and work on our dreams, okay? So I want to encourage you to do that. I have to do it. We all have to do it. We all have the same 24 hours. The final thing is you want to get accountable. All these things I'm saying, it would be so nice if our brains would just make us find the time and make us get up and do awesome things. But the truth is, that's not how it works. We're all busy. We all have a ton of things we're already trying to do. So building something new is hard. And it takes somebody else. It takes linking arms with someone else and saying, hey, we're going to do this together. So I'll tell you what. My friend Danielle, yes, I'm Danielle too. We're both Danielle. We should just call ourselves Danielle squared. I actually called her earlier this year and I said, look, you're ambitious. I'm ambitious. We've got a bunch of things going. We both have 4 children. We need the ability to link arms and help propel each other forward in all these millions of things that we want to do, okay? I need accountability. Everybody needs accountability in the right friendships. So we have decided to take what we ourselves are doing in order to get ourselves up and going, stay in shape, stay motivated, and keep building. We have to be accountable. So we're actually creating a community and accountability group. For those of you that are very serious about this, you may be watching the video and saying, you know what, everything that Danielle is talking about, I really do have things that I want to build. I really do have things that I want to push forward, but I just don't feel like I can do it. Well, let us link arms with you and let's push together. Let's together set these goals. Let's together identify what God-given desire you want to push forward in this season. Let's together get these down to bite-sized, absolutely doable goals. Let's together silence every lie that we hear and sometimes we give into that says, whatever it is, we're not enough, we don't have enough time, you're not the one that's going to make the change. All of these lies, let's get them silenced and let's start taking daily action steps in an accountable way together. That's what we're going to do all summer long. It is a 6-week course. And if you're somebody who's like, I need a little bit more help, I want to be like mentored along the way, we also have a mentorship program as part of this. And that is an 8-week course. So if this is you, please, I put a link down below. I really want you guys to check out what Danielle and I are doing. It's a focus intensive. Listen, this is not me selling you. If this isn't the right time for you, it's not the right time for you, and that's okay. But if you're like, you know what, I don't want next year to come and to look back and to say, I should have done it. I could have been so much farther if I had just done it. Don't be that person. Like, let us help you. If you're a woman, it doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter how far you are along in your dream. Maybe you're ready to 10x. So you just want to push harder. Maybe you're at the very beginning of your journey. Doesn't matter. We want to link arms with you and help you do this. So again, that link is underneath. So let's recap everything we talked about. 5 major things. 1, we identify what that thing is. 2, we silence every lie and limiting belief. 3, we break that big goal down into bite-sized pieces. 4, we take daily action. And 5, we get accountable. We cannot do this on our own. I hope this information really helped you. I hope if you listen to it that you're feeling like a new, like, yes, I can go and I can do this and I can get it. Because honestly, that's how, now that I've linked up with someone and gotten accountable, that's how I feel all the time. We want that for you. Please take a look at the Focus Intensive, click that link, join us. It's something that can absolutely change your life like it has for me and Danielle. All right? Make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't. I will be releasing more videos, I promise. See you soon.